Having so far installed 18 out of 100 tanks in Windhoek's informal settlements, the Chief Executive Officer of the City of Windhoek stated that the water tanks will be frequently refilled and disinfected, urging members of the public to use water sparingly and avoid wastage.
How will water be extended for free to the residents in the informal settlements is twofold. One is the water standpipes, which caused, I think a week ago, the water tokens outcry, and that process was stopped. So our teams are currently in the field to bypass that system so that people can have access to water. Secondly is the water tanks. So we are out there to ensure that our residents have access to clean water as a mitigating factor to stop the spread of COVID-19. In total, we are looking at nothing less than 100 water tanks in the informal settlement. So it's a long way to go, especially since we are talking about 10,000 liter water tanks. It's big. The magnitude of work involved is huge. But our teams are working with the assistance of the private sector. Preliminary indications, 5 tanks in Topias Ainyeko, another 5 in Moses Garweb, and it continues. Comastal constituency, another 6, and it has been strategically been spread all over the informal settlement. It is worth mentioning that this process has its own challenges, such as inaccessibility of some areas for placement of the tanks as well as refilling them. As we all know, the majority of our informal settlements is areas where people have settled themselves. So the accessibility is a huge challenge. But we are mitigating with a team that are handling this specific issue.
The city further applauded the private sector for the support it has given government to help mitigate the spread of the virus.
This far, we would like to acknowledge the following corporate entities for their support. Social Security Commission, as it was reported, the Namibia Defence Force have greatly assisted, and they are still assisting in the field in terms of donating their water tanks as well as water tankers to refill all the tanks that are out there. Nam Water have assisted, Sanlam Namibia, Namtia, Windhoek, Nam Power, Coca-Cola have come on board, especially to assist the frontline staff that are doing the hardest job. Pupkewitz, MTC, as it was published, Old Havel and Lease Group have come on board, Rotomold, Leucor Company, and others. I think the main message is that the private sector have responded to the call of government so that we can tackle this common enemy. It can be done if we look at the response of all the stakeholders involved.
The City of Windhoek invites members of the public who would like to contribute to the fight against the virus to contact the chairperson of the city's Mayoral Relief Fund, Ms. Tuna Valam, on the number below.